It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for football. Blake Grupe is ready to get us started.
And off we go from Cleveland.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Blake Grupe now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Young's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Here's Grupe for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17. Browns nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguise.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought He had first-round ability, but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so...
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Eluding the pressure right. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Steal, black. Black shot. Set.
Now Young. That's caught at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Fight 60. Set.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Black swap. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have opened the lead up to 30. The point after, good by Groupie. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
54.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes again. He's on his way. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Browns 3.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Watson, off play action. His throw incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Davis now to return it. And some strong running. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This 2nd and 4.
Steal, check, steal. Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
54! 55! And no timeout.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Check pick. Check cut.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, what a move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number.
Ready.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Ready, set.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 226 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Set, ready. Check, smash. Set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Down. Striker. Check, striker. Ready, ready.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.